Having escaped slavery twice, the final time in 1838, served as the president of the Freedmen's Savings Bank, and served as minister resident and consul general to the Republic of Haiti. In my speech, I will commemorate Frederick Douglass not for his plight of helping the African American race, but as an author and as an activist. Despite many doubters, Frederick Douglass released his autobiography that will go on to change the world. That autobiography would also be the centerpiece or the fuel to his fire as far as it pertains to his activism. Frederick Douglass is a true American hero. His impact on the modern day American society can be felt daily and will continue to have impact lasting and going forward. As an author, Frederick Douglass began to shape the context with which the issues and the issues of all African Americans, or majority of African Americans, were to be looked at. When he was 8 years old, he learned to read while working as or being a slave to a ship carpenter. And this is while he was in Baltimore. And looking back on this, Frederick Douglass later said that reading laid the foundation and opened the gateway to all my subsequent prosperities. In 1845, Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave, was released. Shortly thereafter, he began a speaking tour in England, Ireland, Scotland to shed light on the atrocities of slavery, according to the PBS website. 3 years later, the first issue of the North Star newspaper was published to continue to raise awareness of the harm of slavery domestically. Now that we have an understanding of who Frederick Douglass was as an author, we can better understand what drives him and where his drive as an activist came from. Frederick Douglass spoke to President Lincoln and President Johnson regarding the treatment of black soldiers and black suffrage, which led to the passing of the 13th Amendment, which freed all slaves in 1863, according to biography.com. He was the first African American to be nominated Vice President of the United States, as he served as running mate to Victoria Woodhull in 1873. Douglass not only fought for the rights of African Americans, but at the same time, he fought for women's suffrage because he truly believed that if any right that he was fighting for someone else did not have, they were right for fighting for it as well. He was rewarded earlier in 1848 as being the only African American to attend the first women's rights convention in Seneca Falls, New York. It can clearly be shown that Frederick Douglass lived his life to serve people. Through his work as an author and as an activist, which led to the passing of the 13th Amendment, he was able to have a lasting impact on society. I will leave you with the motto of the North Star. Right is of no sex, truth is of no color, God is the Father of all of us, and we are all brethren.